everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I post a new video. If you're a fan of Nando's or Piri Piri chicken in general, you've come to the right place. I myself have tried it in Southern Africa, the US, and more recently Portugal, which inspired me to make my own version and share it with you. So let's get right into it. So the first thing you're going to do is gather all your ingredients. I've listed them here on the screen, but you can also find a link to the recipe with everything you're going to need. And that'll include a bunch of peppers, some fresh garlic, fresh thyme, some lemons, and a spice blend. I've also listed the ingredients that you'll need for that. You can tinker around, but this is kind of the general formula that I use for piri piri. And what you're going to do once you've squeezed your lemons and get your liquids together, so that would be some wine and olive oil, you're then going to throw everything into the blender. So that's all your sweet peppers, your fresh herbs, your hot chili peppers, your garlic, and the spice blend. Once you've done that, you can blend it until it is well combined. And then you'll use the liquids to smoothen everything out. And that's going to be your marinade. Now, you can go ahead and clean and pat your chicken dry. And you're going to marinate your chicken, I would say at least for 4 to 8 hours, but overnight is probably just the easier way to make sure you get all the flavors soaked in. And then as far as butterflying the chicken, it's actually pretty easy. Once you feel where the bone is of the backbone, you can just kind of hold onto the tail and you basically cut it out, because what you want, right, with butterflied chicken is for it to lay flat. And you could just cut it into pieces, but it makes for a really beautiful presentation. And especially if you're trying to look for an alternative, like for example, for turkey, which is what I did when I made this recipe, it can turn out pretty great. You'll need a good pair of kitchen scissors or poultry shears to do this. And go ahead and cut that bone out. Just take care not to nick yourself, and you can maneuver the chicken around and just keep feeling it to make sure that you're not cutting any more of the chicken than you need to. But this is probably the easier part. Once you remove that backbone, you can throw it away, but I would recommend you keep it and use it to make some chicken stock. Now you're going to turn the chicken to face you, or turn the legs to face you, and you'll notice a piece of cartilage right at the bottom there. And what you're going to do is make 2 incisions on both sides of the cartilage, and that's basically going to help the flavors soak in more and help the chicken cook better. And then you're going to flip the chicken to face you, and then you're going to score the breastbone right in the middle. You might have to press down a little bit. And what that's going to do, in addition to removing the bone, the backbone, is to help flatten the chicken. It will be really useful if you have a good quality chef's knife to do this. So as you can see, that helps open up the breast. And then when you flip it over, that's essentially your butterflied chicken pre-cooked. As for the wings, you don't have to tuck them in, but you can. And then at this point, if there's any sort of like extra pieces, feathers sticking out, you can just remove them at this stage before marinating. The other thing you could do is season the chicken with some all-purpose chicken seasoning, just to add an extra layer of flavor if you like, before you transfer it to a container and add the marinade. So you can just pour the marinade on both sides. You could just do it on one side, but I like to just make sure that all the flavors are getting in there. So I typically will flip it over and cover all the parts before putting it into the fridge. Once you take it out of the fridge and you're ready to cook your chicken, you can either use an indoor or outdoor grill, and then just to create a nice sear to the chicken, 5 minutes per side I think is adequate. And then you can throw it into the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 45 minutes until it reaches a safe internal temperature. The result is a flavorful, juicy chicken. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.